Cue the sad music. Hello everybody, the music reviewer here. Now today we're going to be reviewing Weezer's new single that they just dropped yesterday. This Feels Like Summer. Feels Like Summer is a single off of the soon-to-be-released Black album. And when it was first dropped, it received mixed reviews, mainly due to its more than, likable popish nature and electronic nature to it. And, it received quite mixed reviews, and most mixed reviews also coming from myself. Now, at first, I was quite a big fan of this song, until I started, listening and watching and, reading some feedback from, most reviews and comments I put out there, and most of the points people made were very, very good, and it gave me the realization that what Weezer is doing here is wrong. It feels like they're almost pulling another Ratitude, and as much as I don't want to accept that, it's pretty true. I honestly don't mind Weezer going with pop. I mean, they did on some of the bits of the White Album, and that turned out really good. But this is just too much of a Ratitude flashback. Like the drum machines and the overuse of synths and auto-tune. Rivers, you have a beautiful, wonderful voice. You do not need auto-tune, And it's just... It just makes me scratch my head so hard. Why? Weezer, you were on such a good album streak, and you were receiving so much positivity from the fans, and you finally brought back those die-hard, hardcore Weezer fans like myself after years and years of just crap. And I mean just garbage, crap, all that stuff. Like, Weezer, what are you doing? I mean, does Eelbait not exist to you? Did Eelbait never happen? Because I quite recall in Back to the Shack that, talking about how, get back to your roots, rocking out like it's 94, and most importantly, maybe you should play the lead guitar, and Pat should play the drums. Did you forget that disco sucked, Rivers? I think you honestly did. Because this is not you. This is not Weezer, This is not the charming, fun Weezer we know. This is the sellout, poppy-ish Weezer. Now, if I am to credit this song in some places, it's the lyrics. Man, are these lyrics dark by Weezer standards. It's essentially about Rivers, with someone having someone close to him, or maybe this girl and that he's talking about dying and passing on, and that's pretty dark and sad by Weezer standards. Rivers usually just whines about how he wants this girl, or something about sex. I'm looking at you, Pinkerton. But this just comes off as slightly disturbing. It kind of gave me a little bit of a whiplash when I first listened to the lyrics, and I was surprised. This is not what I expect to come out of Weezer. And the title, Feels Like Summer, I think that's an absolutely genius title, what they did there. It's like a metaphor from the theme of their last album, and I think it's just genius, and it's a play on words, it's a play on their last album. And, I like the theme. I like the tone they were going for here. And Rivers did say in an interview that this album would be more dark. It'd be more, just serious and mature. And for the most part, besides the instrumentation, it's got that knocked down pretty well. I mean, we almost have a perfect song here. Perfect lyrics, perfect vibe, perfect feel. But the only thing that's wrong is this cheap pop sellout garbage. Even though Weezer does have a tendency to release mixed singles, stuff like Thank God for Girls and all that stuff, Weezer does eventually pull it back and brings us a pretty freaking good album, but I don't know about this. Listen, Weezer, you are the guys who brought so much light to an entire generation of music with the Blue Album. After grunge was at its dying point, the only thing that was left was, whiny, sad love songs and stuff like that. But Weezer, you changed that. You brought us charming tunes that will never leave the back of our heads for as long as most Weezer fans live. And you brought so much light to people's adolescence and teenage years with the song In the Garage, where you just talk about it's okay to be you, and you're in the garage, like being geeks, playing Dungeons and Dragons, but the main thing, it's okay to be you. You don't have to hide in a garage. You don't have to just feel safe in there. And you brought so much light to people's lives, and I know you sure changed my life, along with millions of other Weezer fans that still believe in you guys. You are talented musicians. I really think you can pull this back. But I honestly feel pretty betrayed after Eel-Bait and White. And for that, I'm gonna have to give it a strong 6 to a light 7. Transition. Hi, how you doing, everybody? It's the guy who reviews music, and I'm pretty disappointed with this. Track. I think it was all right. I think a little mediocre. But what do you guys think of it? Was it good? Was it bad? Probably bad. Probably good. Don't leave a hate comment. Leave a nice comment. Actually, leave a hate comment. Freedom of speech, But yeah, you guys are the best. Bye.